Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Larry. If you're new to the channel, we're heading to Quartzsite, Arizona. And if you're not familiar with Quartzsite, it's kind of like the RV mecca of southern Arizona. The weather is always so nice down there in the wintertime, so everybody usually ends up there. And I think their big famous gem and mineral show that they're known for is going on. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do know they have like a big tent event going on. They got tons of vendors down there. We're just gonna go down there and check it out. I've never been there when it's the busy season, so I'm just curious to see what it's like. Coming up on the first exit to Quartzsite when you're coming in from the east, the Parker Yuma exit. That's where we're getting off at. I don't know where everything is going on, so we're just gonna find a place and then drive the geo tracker around and see what's all happening around town. Then we're gonna pull in here to scat and wash. 14-day limit, but I'm not gonna be here that long. I'm pretty sure this is free. Last time I checked, it's free. But last time I was here, there's a lot less RVs here too. All right, right here, a little fire pit. I think that's where we're gonna call home. Actually, even better, there's one over here. Yeah, I like that one. Kind of tucked out and over here where hopefully nobody will camp right next to us. But if they do, oh well. I think this is the spot we're gonna get, but you might not be able to tell on the camera, but the camper's really crooked. I'm gonna have to probably unhook and then maneuver it around a little bit, find a more level spot. Okay, so we're gonna head into town before we set up camp. I just don't want to set a bunch of stuff up and then leave. I don't know how safe it is here. I mean, it should be all right, but just in case, we're gonna do that first. Bud, you want to check out what's going on in town? Yeah? Let's go. Got his makeshift seatbelt right here, tied around the seat, and then he's got his harness on. So you should be safe, huh? Yeah. All right, well, we made it to the tent event. There's so much going on here, I don't even know where to start, but we're just gonna walk around and see what we can find. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hold on to my diet while I'm here. So I saw this RV here right behind me, and it says Almost Willie on there, and I was able to take a picture of the guy, but he looks just like Willie Nelson. I actually was pretty shocked when he came out of this camper because I thought it was Willie at first, but that's pretty cool. So I'm here. I went through the tent, and everything in the tent's too expensive for my budget, so I'm outside and they have these vendors and tents, and hopefully there's some cheaper stuff out here. This looks like my kind of tent right here. Well, this would definitely be the place to come and get a flag. I would like to get a flag, I just don't know what I want. gonna have to look through those. They even have a discount grocery tent. I'm actually kind of curious. Wow, actually is cheap. You got a ton of stuff. This place is huge. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Gold medal winner of cinnamon rolls. I love cinnamon rolls. I decided I was gonna cheat on my diet a little bit today. Just not sure what I want to cheat on it with. But cinnamon roll sounds like it might be a good idea. I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about it for a minute and come back. Come on, Makey boy. Mason's holding up. I've been carrying him most of the time, but he's been getting a lot of attention. A lot of people like him. There's legit every single thing you would ever want here. Now this is my kind of stuff here. I like all this older used stuff. Has character. All right, that I would love. It looks like a collapsible bike. Old Lionel train set. Looks like they sell honey. Check out that truck camper. I've never seen a door that wide. And then they have a little thing right here for their diesel heater tank. Looks all professionally built in. Looks nice. That's pretty cool. I like it. All right, I want that e-bike right there. That is cool.
How's it going?
Good, how are you? Well, I ran into a bunch of nice people. And it was cool to look around, but the only thing I bought was something for Mason. I'll show you guys when we get back to camp, but it's a little after 5 right now. I'm gonna head back to camp and go ahead and get that all set up, so that way it's all set up before it gets dark. So to stay away from main traffic, I'm taking this like power line road, which my RV is very close to the power line, so I think I just need to follow it down and eventually I'll run into it. Pass through a wash right here. But look at all those RVs way out there. Just everywhere. People car camping. I saw somebody out here selling firewood. Just a really cool like RV type of I don't know, community, I guess. Somebody is exhausted. Had so many people wanting to give him attention today, and he walked. He got to see all sorts of doggies. He's ready to nap. Come on, bud. Bud, you having a fun day? Bud, you still alive? Wow, he is exhausted. Hey, you all right, buddy? Hey. Mason, you all right? I was kind of joking, but you got me worried there for a minute. You're okay. You're just tired, huh? It's been a long day. All right, let's get back to camp. Made it back to camp before dark. You excited, bud? Yeah. He got groomed, actually, I forgot to say. He got all groomed up just a couple days ago, huh? Yep. So this is what I bought at the show. It's almost like a blanket that just Velcros around him. keep them warm. It's got like a warm, soft, I don't know, some kind of furry material on the inside. Now you can stay outside with me while we're having a fire, huh? Yeah. Keep you nice and warm, huh? Yeah. So a subscriber sent me this knife. It's a Damascus steel knife. So it's got a really cool little design on the blade. It's really awesome. Thank you, James, so much for sending that. I love it. It's actually working really good. It's the first time I use it. I always wait until I shoot the video to use a lot of this stuff. And I've been waiting for this. I've been wanting, this came in like, I don't know, almost a week ago, and I've been wanting to use it. But so far, so good. This thing's nice and sharp. It's working really nice. Mason sees a dog at a camp that's over there where that dark van's at. And he has just been over there steady staring for a good like 15 minutes now, huh? Got a little bit of dryer lint here. All right, that's starting up quick. While I was at that show, I ended up running into this couple. They had an RV and a big booth set up and everything. And what they do is like an online church. And I guess they have a YouTube channel, and they also do like a podcast every single morning.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'm Thad, and this is the Journey Church Online. We are an out-of-the-box ministry that's all about teaching the Bible in a way that's interesting and seriously effective. With over 20,000 miles of travels and adventures under our belt, we're sure that you're going to find some lessons on our channel that are going to resonate with you and help you level up as a Jesus follower.
And they just seem like really good people, and I already subscribed to their channel. I noticed when I subscribed that they have like 633 subscribers, and I think what they're doing is a really good thing, and they just seem like really good people, and I like to see good things happen to good people. So I'm suggesting it in case there's anybody else that's out there that might be interested on doing some online church. Just search them up. It's at Your Jesus Journey on YouTube, and their church is called The Journey Church. I'll put a link at the end of the video to one of their videos if you want to go check them out. But anyways, so tonight I'm actually going to cook a steak, and I don't normally cook steak, but I learned a couple things on a video about like a cheaper version of steak. I'll explain it when I get the steak out, but I'm kind of curious. It's a steak that I've never had, but apparently it's very good for the price and comparable to higher price steaks, so we're going to check it out. And if that's the case, then I might actually start cooking steak more often. That's the only reason why I don't cook it, is just because it's so expensive. Usually I could buy 3 pounds of hamburger for one steak and get similar benefits. So that's the plan on that. I'm just going to warm up here for a minute, and then I'll get things out to start some dinner. I'm going to use this little portable stove to cook on tonight. I was going to cook over the fire, but it's just one of those things that's like, it gets cool here at night in the desert, and I don't want to have to like take the fire down to just coals to cook over the fire. So this little stove has been really coming in handy. This way I can still stay warm near the fire, but cook on this. And I do have charcoal. There it is. I'm going to use some charcoal in this.
just so I can control the heat a little bit better for my steak. There we go. Want to clean that off. All right. I think this is the match light stuff. Of course, my lighter needs refilled. There we go. Yeah, match light. There it is. What's not wanting to light? I got an idea. Couple hot coals, get it lit up. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good enough. The steak that I bought is a flat iron steak. It's only $6.99. And I was watching this guy, has a whole YouTube channel basically about steaks. That's all he is. He's like the steak master or something. I don't remember what the channel is called now. But the way he was explaining it, flat iron steak, he thinks is like one of the best steaks because it's so much cheaper, and it's honestly got the same flavor and tenderness as like a T-bone or something that is a lot more expensive. So he's saying these are just so underrated, and he would suggest people trying these. And I don't know if I've even had a flat iron steak. I've never bought one. I might have had one at a restaurant, but I'm definitely going to try it and see if I can get it to taste just as good as like a New York strip or a T-bone or something. Obviously, it's not going to taste the same as filet mignon just because it's not even the same texture, but I'm hoping this is going to be a good steak. And especially the way we're going to do it, I'm really looking forward to it. But I got to let that die down a little bit. That's a little too much flame. This has been sitting out for probably an hour, getting closer to room temperature. So it's still a little cold. But like I said, we got to wait a little bit for that. The charcoal's almost ready, but I'm going to go ahead and cook up a little bit of green beans because the steak's not going to take very long. And I like to put bacon in them, but I don't want to cook bacon, so just do some garlic, salt, and pepper. And it's a butter. It's already kind of boiling. I don't think it's going to take very long. Brought a spoon with me. Here it is. Oh yeah. Put a lid on it. I'll just set it over here for now. Actually, I'll set it by the fire. Keep it warm there. Okay. Now we get the cast iron heating up. I'm gonna put a little bit of grapeseed oil in the pan. It just has a higher burn temperature, or whatever they call it. It can withstand higher heats. Put a little bit in the pan there, get that warming up. It's been a while since I cooked this, a year at least. We're just gonna start with some salt and pepper. Okay. Oh, I gotta get that off the fire. It's gonna burn. Where's my handle? There we go. Don't want to burn the green beans. All right. That's smoking, so I think it's good. And then we're just gonna sear it for maybe 2 minutes. It's so hot, it should be fine. 2-3 minutes. All right, it's been about 2 minutes. Flip it over. All right, let's see where we're at here. Looking pretty good. I might give it another minute on each side. I'm not one to have bloody steak. I do like it medium. All right, now I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of butter in there. Stick some rosemary in there. And then some thyme. I'm gonna get that butter and just baste that meat with it for another couple minutes. Make sure I get this seasonings all in there. This has such a nice, like, I don't even know, woodsy smell or something to it. Let's flip that steak back over. Obviously, you're not going to eat the leaves, but they're just there to get that butter seasoned up. And I don't normally even cook with this kind of stuff, these fresh herbs, but I'll tell you what, it does make a difference. Especially when it comes to this. Oh shoot, I forgot. I forgot the garlic. Got to put garlic in there. Shoot. Might end up overcooking it now. All right. A little bit more of that butter and garlic on there. I've been waiting all day for this. That looks pretty good. All right, let's cut it open, see what we're looking at. I think it was all right. Pretty pink. I think it's gonna be just right. Like melts in your mouth. This is so good. I think that dude's actually right. Like, for a cheap steak, this is perfect. Just as tender as a New York strip, which is what I normally eat. And I've always aimed for the higher steaks, just mainly out of tenderness. I mean, steak is steak, in my opinion. There's not a huge drastic change in flavor depending on the cut. And I'm not a professional, but just from my experience, I think I'm going to end up buying this steak from now on, because I think it's fine. I think it's perfect. It tastes good. Just melts in your mouth. So, Jimmy, and I don't know if this is the same Jimmy, because there's no last names. So I don't know if it's the same Jimmy that sent stuff a week or so ago. It'd be 2 weeks ago, because last week was the remodel video for the bathroom, which I'll show you guys if you haven't seen that video. But Jimmy sent this sign. It says like hiking trails. I haven't opened it yet, so that sticker comes off. But I've been hanging these metal signs up in the camper. And I think that is awesome. So I'm going to hang that up here in the camper. Not sure where yet, but I'm going to find a spot probably this weekend. And then he also sent this, which is a fire maple kettle, like to boil water in the morning for coffee. One that doesn't have a plastic handle. These things are like the coolest things ever. For a tea kettle. I mean, that's a nice looking tea kettle right there. And then the lid that comes off right there, when you put it in and you lift the handle up, it actually holds the lid in. So when you pour it, the lid doesn't pop off. And there's just no plastic other than this, which I don't even think that little rubber thing goes on it. But that's perfect just for me. Get a couple cups of coffee out of that. Thank you, Jimmy. We're going to probably use that in the morning. Well, we are going to use that in the morning.
I like a coat. Like that? Keeping you warm.
He's not really worn too many jackets in his life. He has one that I put on him every once in a while, but I like how this one doesn't like wrap him up real tight. Like it's not, his feet don't have to go through it and anything. It just kind of wraps around his back, keeps him warm. I think he likes it. He was in there sleeping with it earlier. Oh, I almost forgot. Somebody sent him a bed. And I'll put a picture up here of him in the bed or whatever. But the bed, like it was on the Amazon wish list. And somebody purchased it, but they didn't put who it was from. So I have no clue who it's from. But he just loves that thing. In fact, I think it's somewhat replaced me, because the bed like kind of has a top to it or whatever, so he can get inside the bed, and I guess he just feels really safe in there or something. But like all last night he slept in that, didn't even lay next to me. He always lays right next to me, but that was the first time in a long time he hasn't laid next to me. I guess he just feels really safe in that bed. So I'm happy that he's happy. Bye. And thank you, whoever it was that sent it. But yep, maybe leave a comment if you're watching this. But I really appreciate it. And I know he appreciates it too. He loves it. Good morning. Got some water heating up for some coffee. But I wanted to show you real quick that I did a couple new additions. So this metal thing is now my spice rack. I like this because it keeps everything from sliding around. I ended up epoxying the countertops, which I think they turned out really good. I also remodeled the bathroom. There is a video, but a lot of people missed that video. But yeah, it's all good now. This room, you probably don't, if you didn't see the video, you probably have no clue what it looked like before, just because I never showed this room on camera. But it's pretty rough. Now I don't have a shower and I don't have a sink anymore. I took that all out because I never used those two items anyways, and it was like this perfect countertop, and I just had a faucet and a little sink that was just a waste of space, so I took all that out. I did leave the shower pan down here, although I covered it up with a rug. But the shower pan is there in case I ever decide to go and make it into a shower one day. And then, of course, there's a toilet in here. But perfect place to hang up jackets and whatnot. Place a hat, leash, just stuff like that. And then this is just perfect for little things that I use, like fire starters, gloves for emptying the tank out, and things like that. You can put big items in here. So I have a hatchet and a lantern and just whatever stuff. My little buddy heater was always in the floor down here, and I always had to move it every time I used the bathroom. So now it's all up here and bungeed into place. So that's not gonna move. And then this basket ended up being perfect for like hanging gear off of. And then I have a first aid kit and some spare gas and whatever in there right now. Also, I found this sign at Hobby Lobby, and I don't know if I believe what it says, because it says I may get lost, but I'll never get stuck. But I don't know if I'll never get stuck. Hopefully. But I got it because it's a Suzuki Samurai, which is very close to the Geo Tracker. Very close. Similar brothers, kind of. I really like this thing. It's actually meant, I guess, or the reason why I was wanting one of these is to use it outside on the fire. But like I said, it's just windy, so I decided to cook inside, and I couldn't wait. I wanted to use this thing. All right, well, that's dripping down. It's almost done. I almost forgot, or I did forget. I actually got a new faucet, one that sits up a little higher and sits back a little bit. I couldn't even get like a pot or anything in here because the old faucet came way out here and it just sat real low. So I really have been liking this quite a bit. I actually got it off Amazon. It's pretty cheap, probably a year ago, but I'll look for a link and put it in the description next to all the other affiliate links if you guys are interested in that. Makes a great RV sink faucet. I legit just had to record that scene like 6 times. I just kept like either messing up or forgetting to press record. Man. Anyways, hey, so you can kind of see here, I also epoxied the table, and I've already scratched it up a couple times, and I'm hoping that this stuff's gonna be okay. I don't know. I guess you have to like polish it and wax it or something. I guess I'll learn over time. But I wanted to mention that Kathleen sent quite a few items here. She sent an AirTag, an Apple AirTag, and she also sent a collar. Wow, I should have probably pre-opened this up a little bit. Goodness, there we go. So she sent this collar, and it's meant to hold the Apple AirTag right there. But this was the collar that was on my my Amazon wish list, and it said it was for dog collars, you know, for the size of Mason, but I didn't realize that, yes, it can close down that small, but I mean, come on, that's not gonna be comfortable. I mean, that thing is massive for Mason. I don't think that's gonna work out for him. So luckily it came with gift receipts, and I've already found the replacement for this that's smaller, that's meant actually for cats, but I think it'll work great for Mason. So that's gonna be exchanged out. And she also sent this, which is it's a case, goes on your belt, but you open it up and it's a sharpening stone for an axe. You got the more coarse and then fine stone, and this way you can just carry it on you, and you can sharpen your axe, I assume even your knife if you need to. And this is perfect. It's nice and portable. It's awesome. So thank you very much, Kathleen, for sending all that. And then for anybody that's unsure, this is an Apple AirTag. It's very small. It runs off a watch battery, and it lasts a year on a battery. You can actually replace the battery yourself. They're actually genius, and it's nice that Apple allows you to change the battery out. There's no monthly fee, which is awesome. And you know, like let's say you want to put it on your car keys. They make key rings that look similar to this, but there'll be a key ring here, and you can put them on your keys, and then that way if you ever lose your keys, you can know where they are, and your phone will basically pinpoint you right to the area that it's at. And if you can't find it, still this thing will make noises. You can make it make noises, and it will set off like a little alarm. Like let's say it's buried in your couch cushions or something like that, then it should be easier to find. What's up, bud? Having a good day? Make some bacon this morning. I'm getting a late start. It is actually after lunch. Wasn't very motivated this morning for some reason. Just no energy. I slept great. I don't know why. I guess just being around a bunch of people just wore me out. So I usually cook my eggs with bacon grease, but I've gotten to a point to where I have it so much that sometimes I just don't want to cook it in bacon grease, or maybe less bacon grease and a little butter or something like that. And I never really had a way of getting rid of the grease, but Karen and Todd actually sent this. It's actually a bacon grease container. It's really cool. It looks kind of old-fashioned, kind of like the enameled metal. And then it has a screen in there to catch any of the particles of food, so that way it's just clean grease at the bottom. And I could have actually used that grease if I would have had some saved for like the green beans last night to cook in. So this is just awesome. I'm so excited about this. Thank you so much for that. They also sent a seat belt for Mason, and it goes kind of around the headrest of the truck, and then it comes down and then clips onto his harness whenever we're driving around. And I've always been stressed about that, like if something would happen, if I got into a wreck. Like I just would never want anything to happen to Mason. And now I just feel so much better that he's at least got a better chance than the way that he had it before by having no seatbelt. All right, first attempt to putting grease in this. I hope I don't make a huge mess. Because I have to do it right-handed. I'm a left-handed person, so I have to do it right-handed in order for you guys to see. Oh, look at that. That's easy. That's perfect. Just enough in the pan to flavor the eggs up. So trying to remember to not crack the egg over the side of the pan. I'm so used to it, I just always forget. Because then it just leaves burnt egg down the side of the cast iron. Oh, and my favorite ingredient. Some Slap Your Mama. I have just been loving this stuff on my eggs. Yesterday I put a little too much, and it was kind of on the spicier end, but I think that right there is going to be the perfect amount. I don't know if anybody's noticed that my eggs have not been sticking on the cast iron pan. I actually took the time to learn how to cook eggs in a cast iron skillet. All the advice you guys were giving me was perfect. That wasn't the problem. The problem was I never did season the pan. So I went ahead and spent like a whole day and I just seasoned all my cast iron. And since then, it's been great. This is now my favorite pan to cook on. So yes, I'm wearing an apron. I started wearing an apron, I don't know, months and months ago. I was just getting tired of always having my shirts ruined because there we go. That should clear up the image pretty well. I was trying to keep that down so you could see my face, but the wind keeps blowing it. A lot of times I take Mason for a run in the morning, but I don't think he likes walking on these rocks. They're kind of sharp, and they're kind of big for his paws. And then I've noticed there are little, like, cactuses I guess, growing out of the ground. I mean, they're like this big, but their thorns are about that long as well. I mean, they're just little tiny things sticking out of the ground. They're gray almost, like they're hard to see. And I think I'd feel bad running with him and then having him end up getting cactus in his paws, because he's pretty bad at that. He always gets cactus in him, and I'm the one that has to pick him out, which is fine, but sometimes I end up getting them all stuck in me, so I just don't feel like dealing with that right now. And it has been nothing but constant side-by-sides because of all the people, but that's totally fine. You know, they're out there having fun just like I am. And I might take the tracker. I think there are some really cool trails. I've just never found them. I might have to Google them and see if there's a trail. If I don't do it today, I'm gonna be out here in a couple of more weeks when the truck camper rally's going on, and then I'll do some trails. I think when that truck camper rally's going on, because I'll be here a lot longer then. I gotta actually leave tomorrow. I gotta get back to town to go to work. I got a job coming up. So, yeah, gotta get back for that. See a helicopter. Almost looking like he's gonna land. I've heard a ton of sirens, so I don't know if there's an accident on the highway or something, but yeah, the helicopter's landing over there. I hope everybody's all right.
Buddy, you want to go for a run? Your favorite thing in the world? Let's go for a run. Let's go. So I wasn't going to take him for a run because there's like little cactuses sticking up. I mean, they're just little tiny things sticking up through the rocks, and I didn't want to get anything in his paws, but there's a road right here, so there shouldn't be any cactuses on the road. So I think we're going to go ahead and jog this gravel road right here. Come on. You want to go for a run? Come on. Come on. I don't know if he's not feeling good. He's just not been himself the last couple days. Come here. So it's actually now the next day. It's Sunday. I don't know, I went back to the show. I drove around a little bit yesterday. Just kind of took the day for myself just to get the feel for the area a little bit more. And I'm just really starting to like this area more and more every time I come here. The first time or two I came here, I don't know if I loved it, but it was okay. I don't know if I still love it, but I'm getting there. It's kind of a cool, the more people I'm meeting, the more I'm really liking it. Just to have that community. I've been doing the RV thing now for 3 years, about 2.5, 3 years. And I just still don't have a community, like probably because I stay out in the desert away from people. But I'm just recently now in the last few months been trying to kind of get myself out into areas like this around other RVers and trying to meet more people to try to get that community, I guess. I mean, it would be really nice to know some people in similar situations that I'm in that I can go camping with. I don't ever go camping with people. And no fault to anybody else's but my own. Like, I kind of put myself in that position. I just pushed people away and wanted to be alone, and now I'm kind of appreciating being around people, you know. I mean, it's one of those things. I go in waves when it comes to that. I like being alone, but sometimes it is nice to have people to shoot the breeze with and talk to and hang out with and share stories with and stuff like that. I mean, other than you guys. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hook the Geo tracker up to the truck and get on the road. I got about a 3-hour drive ahead of me and it's getting late. Don't forget to click right here on this link and check out their channel and subscribe if you want to. And until next time, I'll see you then. Thanks, bye.